Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS soaps, both the young and the restless, and the bold and the beautiful. And this is your bold and the beautiful recap for September 7th. And looks like Steffi gets a little snippy with Hope, who notices Taylor and Ridge canoodling at a Forrester family gathering, while at the same time, Liam and Brooke are putting together their own conspiracy theory. So before we unpack all of this, take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, and please don't forget to like and share. So we are over at the Cliff House. Taylor pops in, and she apologizes when she walks in on Finn and Steffi kissing. Now, Steffi tells her mom that they need to have another Forrester dinner. And of course, you know Taylor is going to agree to that because they just have so much to celebrate. And Steffi excited about it. She was like, yes, including your imminent reunion with Dad. I'm like, girl, give it a rest. The man is still married to your nemesis. Now, Ridge arrives over at Brookes' place, where she immediately pulls him into this whole passionate kiss. Now, she complains about him thinking about moving into Eric's. Now, Ridge thought it would put her mind at ease where Thomas and Douglas is concerned. Brooke don't want him moving anywhere for any reason. And besides that, she's like, well, how much longer is Hope going to allow Douglas to stay there anyway? And you can see that look on Ridge's face like, here we go again. So now we're over at the Forrester Mansion. Eric tells Thomas and Douglas that Steffi called and want to do another family gathering. Now, Thomas, of course, would like nothing more. Thomas thanks his grandpa for letting, them stay there. And Eric reminds them, hey, you're not just staying here. This is your home. So now we're at the cabin, and Liam asks Hope if Thomas have given any indication of when he's bringing Douglas home. She says, nope, he hasn't. And Liam complains that this is getting a little weird and is wondering why Hope just hasn't told Thomas that boy needs to come home today. And Hope explains to Liam that if she thought Douglas was being mistreated, she would insist that he comes back. But we know that's not the case. He's having a great time. And she has to be careful on how she handles things with Thomas because she don't want to put the kid through a custody battle, which would be awful for him. So back at the Cliff House, Taylor reminds Steffi that, there's no guarantee that your father will be able to attend their dinner. Brooke might have some plans for him. And Steffi decides to take action and says she can reschedule anytime she needs to. She decides to go ahead and pick up the phone and call her father anyway. So over at Brooks' place, Ridge answers Steffi's call amid showing designs to Brooke. Now, Steffi asked him to attend the family gathering at Eric's place, and he said, well, it sounds great. I'll see you over there. Now, after getting off the phone with Steffi, Ridge tells Brooke that Steffi invited him to a family dinner over at Eric's. She narrows her eyes. That means Taylor, huh? And she's like, well, am I invited? Ridge was like, hey, your family, you're welcome. Brooke then says, Steffi only asked you, so I guess I'll just stay home. I'm like, well, why did you even ask the question, Brooke, if you were invited, if she probably expected him to say no, but because he said yes, now she want to back up. Yeah, okay, Brooke, whatever. But, she was like, no, I'll stay home. And they kiss sweetly. And she tells him, enjoy yourself and give everyone my best. And she looks a little angry. You can tell as he walk out that door. She is not happy about this at all. So guess what? Another invitation is going out, and somebody else is not going to be happy about this either. So we're back at the cabin. Liam urges Hope to be on her guard. She assures him she always is. Just then, her phone rang. It's Thomas. Now, Hope answers, and Thomas tells her she's on speaker. Now, Douglas says hi, and they ask her to come to dinner that they're having. Hope gets off the phone and tells Liam that Eric is having a family gathering and Douglas wants her to be there. Now, Liam notes that he didn't get an invitation and wonder if Thomas's old feelings for her are getting rekindled. He just wants her to be safe. Now, Hope doesn't think she needs any protection from Thomas, and if she's being honest, she doesn't think Douglas does either. Now, Liam asks if she's going to bring Douglas home after the dinner. Now, Hope says, you know what, I'll see how it goes. Brooke comes in as Hope kind of runs off out the door, and Liam fills Brooke in on Hope being invited to the dinner. Brooke says Ridge is on his way over there too, and I feel like something more is going on here, and Liam agrees. He thinks something is too. So over at the Forrester Mansion, Douglas is trying to play a little trick on Eric. So Douglas fools Eric into thinking he's Donna using this whole voice changing app. Meanwhile, Thomas and Zende appears as Douglas tells Eric that his mom is also coming to the party too. Then we got to see Ridge walk in. He was followed by Taylor, Steffy, Finn, and the kids. They all are in tow. And then we see Kelly and Douglas take off upstairs as the others, admires Hayes. Hayes is so cute. They tease about whether the kids are Forrester or Finnegan. But Finn's not offended and hopes that, his son takes after Steffy. Eric makes this whole speech thanking them for coming and filling his house with so much love. So now as the Forresters are nibbling and sipping wine in the living room, Thomas has an announcement to make that Hope is on her way to this party too. And he knows that she's a dreaded Logan, but she is Douglas's mom. So he felt that, she should be welcome. Steffi hopes that she doesn't bring up where the boy should or shouldn't live. And she asks if she's coming around to the idea that Douglas should be with him. Now, Thomas explains, we're working it out. And he invited her here to see if, that this is an amazing place for their son to be. Now, Steffi kind of scoffs, saying that, he shouldn't be surprised if she insists on bringing Douglas back to the house tonight. So Hope finally arrives at the Forrester Mansion and asks if Thomas let everyone know that she was stopping by. Steffi snips and said, yeah, he warned us, yeah. And Hope clears her throat as Thomas says that he explained that she is Douglas's mom, which makes her family as well. So we got these two sulking at the cabin. So Liam is telling Brooke he can't understand how Hope doesn't sense something is off. Brooke feels that there are outside forces at play, and Taylor and Steffi are all too eager to take advantage of the situation. Now, Steffi and Thomas want their parents back together, according to Brooke. Liam points out Ridge is still your husband. This craziness come out of her mouth, saying that they don't seem to care, and she starts complaining about them luring him over to be part of their family. That is his family. So finally, we're back at the Forrester living room. The group goes over the miracle of Steffi and Finn being reunited. Taylor says that it was a day filled with magical moments. And one of those magical moments, which she is flourishing over, is that whole thing where it flashes us to that kiss in Monaco with Ridge. And I'm like, how many times are they going to show this clip? But okay, obviously, as long as she keep thinking about it, we're going to continue to see it. So then Thomas and Hope reappear after spending some time with Douglas, and Steffi makes remarks on the boy having a great time there at the mansion. Now, Hope is glad that he's spending some time with his father and his great-grandfather. Ridge makes this whole speech about the Forrester family home and honors Hope for being there for Douglas and giving him everything that he needed. Now, Hope will always be there for him. Ridge knows that, but now she doesn't have to do it alone because Thomas is such a great great dad, just like Finn. And then he continues to gush about the fact that he and Taylor are so proud of them. Ridge then pays tribute to Taylor, who loved his children into who they are today. And the family is not the same when she is not around. They give this whole toast, raise their glasses to the Forresters, and then they started to do this whole canoodling between these two, the googly eyes and Taylor rubbing him all on his back. And Hope is watching all of this. And you know she's taking notes to go back and tell her mom what Ridge and Taylor are doing, which of course is going to raise hers and Liam's conspiracy theories to the highest level. But is it a theory or what Liam and Brooke is saying? Maybe it's some truth to it. Okay, so there you have it, your bold and the beautiful recap for Wednesday, September 7th, 2022. If you haven't checked out the Young and the Restless recap for today, it has already been uploaded to this channel. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you soon. Bye.